the previous video, I went through doing a ranking session on Specto and kind of going over the results with you guys, very broad. So in this one, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into my results from this ranking session and telling you what I'm kind of reading out of this and where I need to improve and work on my game. So first of all, looking over the results, you can see somewhere here on the screen, you can see that my average entry angle into the pins is 5.9 degrees. USBC says the optimal 6. I don't necessarily agree with that, depends on where you hit the head pin, but not too bad at least. My average entry board is 18.5, so if you watched the other video, you could tell I went high quite a few times, so that's probably also right. My breakpoint distance was 42 feet. I was using a little bit of a shiny ball, probably got down lane a little too far, and my average breakpoint board was 8.2 because I went higher time, probably need to get a little further right, but again, can't move while I'm doing the test. My launch speed was 28.7 kilometers. Don't really know what that is in miles, probably like 17.5, 18 maybe. I'll let some of the Americans watching this video figure that one out. Yeah, you can tell that at the arrows I hit 15.5, so right around third arrow. My launch angle was minus 2.3 degrees, which means that when I let go of the ball, my ball is traveling 2.3 degrees away from me. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but in bowling, a couple degrees makes a lot of difference. And my laydown board was 22.3, which means that's where I lay the ball down at the foul line. So I'm probably sliding something like 27 when I did this video. So the things I'm looking at, you can see my rev rate is 369. It's pretty average for me. I wasn't trying to do anything special. And again, my speed was 28.7 kilometers. Specto tells me that that's a power score of 6.6. I'm pretty sure a guy like Kevin McCune is probably like a 27 on that, so got a little catching up to do there. But either way, that's just a number you can use to kind of see how you match up your speed and your rev rate. But on to the important things. So if I look at my performance ranges, it tells me that my laydown point was from the furthest right laydown I had to the furthest left laydown I had was one board. I think that's pretty okay. That's nothing I'm too worried about. Arrows was again first right to first left, 1.9. Probably need to tighten that up a little bit, but again, it's just if you have one bad shot, I had a couple that I missed right on, and one bad shot is going to mess up the results. So again, probably not going to shoot 300 with a 1.9 range on most tougher conditions, but it's at least close enough to where it should give me a chance if I have decent ball reaction. Breakpoint board, I don't really look at that because ball reaction takes a lot of that accuracy away. If you have bad ball reaction, your breakpoint board is probably going to be a lot different, even if you're pretty accurate at the arrows. Same with entry board. If your ball reaction isn't great, you're probably not going to hit the head pin on the same spot every time, no matter how good you are at repeating your shots. Launch angle, 0.7 degrees in range. It says that the Pro level 6 is 0.6 degrees, so pretty close. Needs to be a little bit better. Again, the better you are at repeating your launch angle, the more accurate you're going to be at the arrows, at the breakpoint, and the more you're going to get the ball to the same spot on the lane every time, which is going to be better. And the thing with launch angle is if you slide 2 boards further left on one shot and hit the same spot at the arrows, you're going to be inaccurate at the laydown, but you're going to be accurate at the arrows, but you're probably going to miss the head pin, but just because it's not going to end up the same spot down lane. So, and that's where the launch angle is simply, can you repeat the angle you're trying to throw the ball at, no matter where you're ending up on the lane? And it's okay for me. Then the bad one here is my speed. 2.6 kilometers difference is way too much. Again, I had a couple shots that were a little firm. I had one shot that was really slow. Again, that one bad shot kind of messes that up. If I didn't have the one that was slow, I would probably be closer to that 1 or 1.5 kilometer range, which would still put me in a pretty good range. So not too worried, but at the same time I definitely need to make sure that my speed is consistent shot to shot before I go bowl some big tournaments. Rev rate, about 15% range, not too worried about that. Specto doesn't always have the best way of measuring rev rate, so there can be some differences there, so I don't really pay too much attention to that one either. But of course, if you have 40% ranges there, you're probably not repeating your release very well. So again, try to make sure that everything feels as tight and as good as possible from shot to shot, so I can do whatever I need to do and be as accurate as I can be. So that's kind of how I go over these when I do one of these ranking sessions, kind of look at it and be critical about, well, did I have just one bad shot like I did with the speed? I had one shot with my speed, but there was only 27 kilometers per hour, and then I had one shot that was 29.6. And my average speed was 28.7. So obviously if I throw the one at 27 kilometers an hour a little bit faster, then the result's going to be a lot better. And if I was bowling game through one that slow, it will go through the face. Next ones I would make sure I got my speed a little bit more on the target line I want it to be. So not too worried, but need to tighten it up a little bit. Pretty pleased with my overall accuracy. So that's how I kind of go through one of these. And yeah, let me know if you've tried out Specto. Let me know in the comments, and what you got on your ranking sessions, if you got something that was better than mine, or if you've done multiple and you're seeing improvements. Let me know what you've been working on. So thanks for watching. Hope it explains a little bit more about what I look at when I'm doing these Specto things. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.